Overwatch 2 is almost here, releasing on October 4th, and we got an early look at how Overwatch 2 will look and play. We got some hands-on time in an early access event and compiled all the different changes from the first game to Overwatch 2. From the new maps, new UI makeover, new heroes, and more, we've got you covered on these 10 major changes from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2. PvE is a huge change that Overwatch 1 didn't really have, not counting the event special modes. While we didn't get a chance to play the upcoming PvE mode in Overwatch, it'll be dropping soon. The Overwatch team has stated that we can expect new missions to drop starting in 2023 as a form of seasonal content. That's right, Overwatch's new 5v5 team composition means one less tank per team. Say goodbye to the concept of main tanks and off tanks altogether. This switch from having 2 tanks in Overwatch's standard 6v6 team composition to now only 1 tank hero was startling and more than a little scary at first. However, massive changes have been made to all the roles and heroes to support this substantial shift to PvP gameplay. With the arrival of Overwatch 2 comes all new maps for both new and old game modes. Circuit Royale has been added to the Escort map pool, Midtown and Paraiso have both been added to the Hybrid map pool, and lastly, the new Push game mode includes a new Colosseo and new Queen Street map. On top of this, most of the pre-existing maps you already know have been tweaked to fit Overwatch 2's new look, most notably different lighting changes to maps that were previously set at night and vice versa. A new game means new heroes, and so far Overwatch 2 does not disappoint. The beta kicked things off with the long-anticipated addition of Sojourn to the damage hero ranks and followed up by bringing Junker Queen to the table as a new tank. In this early access preview, we saw Sojourn, Junker Queen, and Kiriko added to the roster of Overwatch 2. Kiriko is the new support hero with close ties to the Shimada clan, yes, the Genji and Hanzo Shimada. She heals her allies with paper talismans, can teleport to a teammate within a specific distance, and can damage enemies with precision kunais. For specific tips on how to use her kit, we have a separate video with a Kiriko explainer piece. Of course, with the launch of Overwatch 2, we're sure to see hero balance changes within the first few weeks of release. At long last, Overwatch 2 heralds an all-new game mode for PvP. Now, in addition to Escort, Hybrid, Control, and Assault, you have the chance of queuing into a push match. Similar in a sense to Escort and Push, your team and the enemy team compete to maintain control of a robot called TS1 for the duration of the match. While in control of the robot, it steadily pushes a barricade towards the enemy spawn. The objective is to escort the robot as it pushes the barricade to the end of its route, or otherwise succeed in pushing your barricade further than your rival before time runs out. Be sure to check out the tips and tricks page for push mode strategies and plenty of other gameplay tips. Your scoreboard has been adjusted for a more compact, modernized look. The appearance of your team's current ultimate status is much cleaner and can be found right alongside each hero's username. The damage taken stat and other stats have been instead replaced with a damage mitigated stat, or MIT. This tracks the amount of incoming damage you and your teammates have mitigated, whether that was by shielding your team or landing a biotic grenade or anti-heal on an enemy player. Most notably, there is no more ranking of stats, no more silver healing or gold damage. Just the cold hard numbers. In effect, this could help alleviate some of the infighting that would sometimes occur between teammates in Overwatch over indications that someone was underperforming. We saw a massive improvement in communications for Overwatch with the arrival of the customizable communication wheel. Overwatch 2 attempts to take that a step further by finally allowing you to place a ping in the world. When hovering over an enemy player, placing a ping will point out their location, including an icon of their hero to the rest of your team. Some heroes even have pings to point out critical circumstances. For example, Ana can ping an enemy she has slept with her sleep dart, and Mercy can ping a downed teammate to call for cover so that she can resurrect them safely. The new changes to gameplay mechanics in Overwatch 2 have largely stolen the spotlight, but if you've always been a fan of Overwatch's story, there's a treat for you too. Tons of new hero voice lines have been added to Overwatch 2, including new spawn moment interactions, heroes' internal monologues, and hero reactions to events mid-match, such as kills or canceling enemy ultimates.
You look familiar. Are you the loud one?
No! I am Reinhard Wilhelm, the one with the hammer and shield!
Every main tank player likely had a small heart attack when the new 5v5 team composition for Overwatch 2 PvP was announced. To balance out the game's new solo tank dynamic, Overwatch 2 has done away with all stun or knockback abilities for damage heroes. Instead, only tank heroes can perform stuns or knockbacks now. What does this look like? Cassidy's infamous flashbang stun grenade is now a magnetic grenade that homes in on targets with a potential to stick and explode. Similarly, while Mei's primary fire still slows enemy players, it can no longer freeze them in place like a popsicle. When Overwatch 2 was first teased, it was exciting to see that heroes would be getting a bit of a makeover. But what does that mean for the cosmetic skins you've been collecting for years? You have the option of choosing from each hero's classic or classic 2 skins. The good news is that all of your previous skins are still available to customize with your favorite heroes. Will you be changing up who you main in Overwatch 2? Or maybe you'll go back to your good old classic Overwatch 1 main character. I'm definitely gonna go for Junker Queen. Which change do you feel is the most beneficial to Overwatch 2? Let us know! For more Overwatch 2 news and updates, be sure to stay right here at IGN.